What's going on? It's your boy Dom Speaks. This is the first time. This is story time of when I got caught skipping. That's right. Your boy used to get caught skipping. Now, this is not going to be the first time that I got caught skipping, but this is just going to be the time that I tell you. So let's go back. I'm not going to do too much of an introduction. Y'all learn as we go. So back then at school, nobody really wanted to be in school. Everybody would, at my school, they'll probably be shooting dice in the bathroom, running off campus. And when you run off campus, you'll have somebody who stayed real close, or you'll just go through the neighborhood, whatever you had to do. And most times when people would try to skip school or run off campus, it'll probably be during lunchtime. But shit, if you bad like me, and I'm not saying I'm bad, but if you like me, as trifling as I was, you wouldn't even come to school. So, but I'll tell you about when I was actually at school. So I can remember so good because I was in 10th grade, and they had changed our school into a ROTC school. And so you can have your regular class, but they took your elective away. You still had band and stuff like that, art, but they took everybody's PE away. So instead of us doing PE at whatever class that you had it at, you had to basically go and do class time or stand outside and do formation and stuff like that. But that didn't mean anything. You got to think about this. It's like someone turning a major pain, what I'm saying, lean on me type story. Because, you got all these hood kids, all these kids from places, different hoods and stuff like that doing ROTC. And, ROTC is for a certain type of people. So moving on, now y'all know they took our gym period away. So now you got more people running off campus and skipping, doing what they want to do. Because, I didn't want to be there. I ain't like getting my gym period taken away from me. So one day, I had a homegirl who was in 7th hour gym. And this is when they let all the basketball players go to the gym. Every basketball player, every football player had 7th hour gym. Nobody else. And so that was the skip spot. That's where everybody went. So when we went in there, you're going there, and you got everybody who's skipping. They shooting dice on the side of the benches behind the bleachers. People doing whatever else behind the bleachers. You got people saying, "Hey, give me the ball. Let me shoot right quick." You got people playing all type of stuff. So I see my homegirl, and of course I'm with my homeboy, and we go all the way down to the back of the bleachers, and they sitting there, and we just laughing and talking. Now, mind you, when I come in the gym, I see my uncle or my cousin, I believe, and he was like, "Man, hey, don't come here today." And me, I'm not finna listen. I'm finna go to the back. So I went to the back. I'm talking to my homegirl. We laughing and stuff. And then all of a sudden, I noticed that I see security outside the door. So I'm like, man, let me go ahead, get up out of here. Me and my homeboy start walking off. Right when we start walking off, they did a whole shakedown in the gym, man. I'm talking about they came through the doors and like, anybody that's not supposed to be in here, y'all need to get out of here and y'all finna get rolled up. So luckily by that time that they come in the gym and they start doing the search, me and my boy, we already walking off to the bathroom. And so they doing the search, and as soon as I walk into the bathroom, security walks by searching, trying to find people to write up and take to the office. So I was like, man, skip spot. Me and my homeboy like, damn, the skip spot gone. So we outside, we just walking around the school trying to pass up time. And I believe by this time, my homeboy had another homeboy. I ain't gonna say he was my homeboy, but he was like, man, let's just go to this little neighborhood over here close by, and let's go play some basketball. And I'm like, yeah, we can do that, but we need somewhere to go right quick. So we went inside of the art class because one of my homeboys, that was his actual class. Went into the art class, started messing with people, we cracking jokes. And guess what? Security coming there too. And they come, and I don't know what it was that day. They was just everywhere. So they came in, and shit, I dipped right out the back door. Then when my homeboy seen me dip out, eventually he came too. So now we standing outside, and now we finna actually go and leave off campus. Well, right when we tried to leave, security started closing in on us, man. And so all he had to do was go back into his class. Me, on the other hand, I was by myself. So I called myself walking in front of the school. And as soon as I caught myself walking in front of the school, one of the security saw me. And man, when I tell you, I just took off running like the police was after me. So man, I'm taking off running around the school and I hit into the parking lot. Now, in the parking lot, there's this ISS room. And I took off running and I go in the ISS room, sit down. Like, this is a crazy story, right? Sit down in the ISS room. And the lady said, "You're not supposed to be here." And I'm like, "Yeah, I got rolled up." Just trying to think of anything to say. And she's like, "Nah, you're not supposed to be here." So I'm like, man, I know security out there. I don't want to go out there. So I said, forget it. I go outside after messing around the ISS room. And by this time, I see security. I see a police car coming in the front of the parking lot. So I'm like, man, I don't know where to go. So my bright idea was I ran around we call them TP buildings. I ran around the TP building in the grass and I hid behind the TP building. The police pulls up on the grass because it was quiet as hell. And all of a sudden you just hear grass just shh. And I'm like, man, the police is right there. And then I was like, you know what I'm saying? I take off again, start running. This time I'm running back towards the gym. And then that's when they cornered me off. Another security guard was coming that direction. And he was like, come on. And by that time I was like, man, I done lost the fight. let's go ahead and go to the office, man. So he took me to the office and then I spit the normal excuse that anybody would skip. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, I didn't have my ID badge. And back then, when you didn't have your ID badge, you had to go get a fake one. Otherwise, they wouldn't let you in class. So I tried to use that excuse. And long story short, that did not work. They called my parents, got in trouble. And I had the same ISS teacher that I had saw. I basically had to go probably for the next 2 to 3 days to ISS. So, man, that's just one of my first stories. There's so many stories when it comes to skipping school and all type of stuff like that. Way more funner stories. So if y'all like that video, man, just get in the comment section, drop a like, drop a follow. Let me know that y'all mess with the videos. And it's your boy Dom Speaks. I'm checking out.